What is up, guys? It's Cobes here, and today I'm back with a Fortnite video. In today's Fortnite video, I do have a bracket, and this is going to be every epic skin except for a couple of the Alpine Ace and Mogul Master skiing outfits. Just because I didn't want to put them all in. If I could have, and then it would have fit to a nice 32 skins, then I would have, but I would rather put in every other skin except for those and then fill in like the rest of the 32 skins, if that makes sense. I think there are 8 in here, 4 girl and 4 guy, 4 of my favorites for both. So on the top left, let's just get started right away. We have Alpine Ace, the guy skiing outfit, and then we have Battlehawk. I definitely wanted to give it to Battlehawk on this one. I do love this guy's design. Personally, I like him more than the squad team leader, who is tier 87, and then Battlehawk is only tier 1, which is absolutely insane. Next, we have the Canadian Mogul Master, which is the girl version. Mogul Master is girl, and then Alpine Ace is the guy, which I'll be referring to throughout this video. And then the Elite Agent. For me, it's a pretty obvious choice. I think the Elite Agent is one of the best Season 3 Battle Pass skins. I don't know where I would place it, maybe 3rd or 2nd out of the Battle Pass, maybe even 1st, I don't know exactly, but I think, you know, her beating the Canadian Mogul Master is an obvious choice for me. Even though I do like that skiing outfit, I really do, I had to move her on next. So now we have the Highland Warrior versus Funk Ops, and for me, I personally hate the Highland Warrior. I think it should be a rare skin, maybe even an uncommon skin. I think it's a horrible design, very basic, and I personally don't like it. If there's a simple design, it can be good, but for me, this one just doesn't work out. So I gave it to Funk Ops. He's moving on to the next round. Next, we have the Mogul Master skiing outfit versus the Rabbit Raider. You guys may hate me for this choice, but I've really been enjoying the Germany Mogul Master. I think it's one of the best skiing outfits in this game, and I think it's one of the only to move on. I think there's a couple more, maybe one more, but I'm giving it to the Germany skiing outfit. The Rabbit Raider, I've been hearing a ton of bad things about him and how his ears are still glitching out. So I don't know if I'm actually gonna buy this guy. The more and more I look at him, the less and less I'm starting to like him. But let's move on. We have Moonwalker versus, I can't remember what that Mogul Master's, oh, the Chinese Mogul Master skiing outfit. The Moonwalker's moving on. That's an easy choice for me this time around. Now we have the Ginger Gunner versus the Gull Trooper. This one was another pretty easy choice. I gave it to the Gull Trooper. I do like the Gull Trooper quite a bit, and it'll probably move on pretty far. Unless it faces some very difficult or hard competition, we'll see if it does. But the Ginger Gunner, for me, it's not my favorite. I definitely like the guy version more. Now, we have the UK Alpine Ace versus the Burnout. And the Burnout has definitely grown on me quite a bit. I ended up giving it to the Burnout. He's moving on to the next round. I think he's like almost a better version of the Dark Voyager. I know they're pretty similar, but they also have their differences. I think they look pretty similar at least, but I think the Burnout definitely wins this one. Now we have the Bunny Brawler versus the guy Germany skin, and for me, I definitely like the girl skin more than the guy skin, the Alpine Ace Germany one. So I had to give Bunny Brawler the next spot on our list. She's moving on against Burnout, so that's going to be some tough competition, but we'll see who wins that one. Now moving on to the right side, we have the Chinese Alpine Ace versus the Bright Gunner, and honestly, the Bright Gunner is definitely a lower tier epic skin in my opinion. I do like him for his back bling, but that's not enough to have him move on. The Alpine Ace Chinese version is moving on to the next round. Now we have the Gingerbread Man versus Emission Specialists. This is another pretty easy one for me. Honestly, like, there's no competition. I think I pinned these guys up against each other just to knock out Mission Specialist early. Gingerbread Man is moving on for sure. I was gonna say Ginger Gunner. Now we have the Alpine, or the Mogul Master, just the regular old Mogul Master, no nationality, versus the Rogue Agent. Personally, I think the Rogue Agent is a great skin. He's moving on. Now we have the Rust Lord versus Shadow Ops. You guys may be curious, who's moving on? No, I'm lying. Shadow Ops moves on all day long. I'm not even kidding. She destroys Rust Lord all day. Now we have Sparkle Specialist versus the squad leader. Get the fuck out of here, squad leader. I hate the squad leader. He probably would have lost to a lot of different skins on this list. Sparkle Specialist is a skin that I do like, and she's moving on to the next round. Now we have Gull Trooper versus Steel Sight. This one's another pretty easy one for me. Gull Trooper's easily moving on. I'd say Steel Sight's a pretty low tier epic skin in my opinion. I don't think she's all that great. She's all right. But now we have Technique versus the Twitch Prime exclusive skin. Honestly, Technique is definitely a great skin from the Battle Pass, and she's moving on. I still think even if she wasn't from the Battle Pass, I would still like her more than the Twitch Prime exclusive skin. Now we have Tomato Head versus Zoe, and as you guys know, Zoe is one of my favorites to come out of the Battle Pass. She's moving on to the next round. Let's move over to the left side and get this started. So we have the Battlehawk versus Elite Agent. And for me, the Battlehawk is a nice addition into Fortnite. I think he's a badass character. He would beat some other players, some other skins on this list, most likely. I could probably go through and name a couple like Moonwalker, the Germany skiing outfit. He'd probably beat those, maybe the Rogue Agent, possibly Sparkle Specialist, but against the Elite Agent, he's losing this round. Elite Agent is moving on. Now we have Funk Ops versus the Germany girl skiing outfit. Funk Ops is he's definitely grown on me a bit more. I've always liked him, but he's definitely grown on me since I've actually gotten him. I do like this skin. I just wish he had a disco ball backpack. That would be insane, but he's moving on to the next round, facing the Elite Agent. Now we have Moonwalker versus Gull Trooper. I'm just gonna say this one right now. Gull Trooper's moving on. We don't even need any explanation. I'll just give a short one, I guess. Moonwalker is all right. Not as good as the Dark Voyager though. So Moonwalker, I'm sorry to say, you're not moving on. Now we have Burnout versus the Bunny Brawler. This was a tough one. I do like both these skins, but I have to say, Burnout, I like him just a little bit more. So he's going to be facing Gull Trooper in the next round. On our right side, we're moving over to the right side, and we're gonna get into the top 8 after we finish the 12 that are left, the four battles that are left. Okay, so we have the Alpine Ace Chinese skiing outfit versus the Gingerbread Man. Who's going to win? The Gingerbread Man easily takes it all day long. Now we have a pretty tough one. Rogue Agent versus Shadow Ops. This one's tough. I do like both these skins a lot. Not all these skins do I like a ton on this list right now, but I would have to give it to Shadow Ops. I'm sorry, Rogue Agent, you probably would have beaten a lot of people on this list if you were anywhere else, but Shadow Ops, I just like you a little bit too much. Now we have Sparkle Specialist versus Gull Trooper. Gull Trooper, he's just so rare, and I love his design. We haven't seen many like it, and I love holiday designs, Halloween designs, Christmas, whatever it may be. I love all those designs. So Gull Trooper is easily moving on to the next round. Now we have Technique versus Zoe, and as you guys know, I really do like Zoe. She's moving on to the next round. Technique is a good skin, don't get me wrong. Now we're on to the top 8. So we have the Elite Agent versus Funk Ops. This one was tough for me. I do love the Elite Agent. I don't think she's better than the Reaper, and she's very close to being tied. Maybe she's above, maybe she's below the Dark Voyager. I can't really say for sure. But Funk Ops, I'm sorry to say, guys, if you love the Elite Agent, she's not moving on. Funk Ops is. Now we have Burnout versus the Gull Trooper. This one was a tough decision for me. They both have very different looks. Okay, so I think the positives of Burnout, he's basically all black, and then he's got red in him, which makes him stand out a bit more than the Dark Voyager in my opinion. And the Gull Trooper, she's the only skin in this game with a different color skin as like a regular human being in Fortnite. So I have to give it to her. I think her design's a little bit more creative and she stands out. She's moving on to face Funk Ops. Now moving on to the right side, we have the Gingerbread Man versus Shadow Ops. This was the toughest one so far, I would have to say. I would say the next couple of battles are very tough, but I'm sorry to say, Shadow Ops, you're not moving on. Gingerbread Man is moving on to the next round. He's one of my up and coming favorites for sure. Now we have Skull Trooper versus Zoe. Skull Trooper is a great skin. All around a great holiday skin. He's very rare. Not many people have him. Zoe is a very zany and creative and odd, colorful character. They're very different. For me, I have to give it to Zoe. She's moving on to face the Gingerbread Man. Skull Trooper, you're off this list. You're gone. You're done, buddy. Now we have Funk Ops versus the Gull Trooper. Funk Ops, these are two different, very different skins as well. I would say the Gull Trooper definitely stands out a lot more, and Funk Ops, he has that kind of disco vibe, disco look. He looks cool, but Gull Trooper is the obvious choice for me. She's moving on to the next round. She's moving on to the championship. Who's she gonna face? Zoe or the Gingerbread Man? So Zoe or the Gingerbread Man? I honestly love Zoe's design so much. She is moving on to the next... No, I'm lying. Gingerbread Man is moving on to the next round for sure. He's one of the most badass epic skins inside this game, if not one of the most badass skins all around. I love him. Zoe, I'm sorry to say it to you. You're gone. You're done. Bye-bye, buddy. Okay, for the final round in the championship, we have Gull Trooper versus the Gingerbread Man. Before we get into this, I honestly wanted to say if the Skull Trooper was on the other side, he may have gone to the finals. If Zoe was on the other side, I don't know if she would have beaten Gull Trooper. I think she would have. I also think Shadow Ops could have beaten Gull Trooper, Funk Ops as well. I really do. So this list could have been completely different. This bracket could have been different. But Zoe, Skull Trooper, and Shadow Ops were all on the right side. And I kind of threw this list together. I like doing it that way. I like putting them kind of in random order. And I think this turned out decent. I think Zoe, Skull Trooper, and Shadow Ops kind of got fucked over a little bit though. I think Burnout, honestly, Burnout, Funk Ops, and Elite Agent versus those three would get annihilated. They would, each one of them lose to each of these characters. But it doesn't matter. The winner's gonna win. That's all that matters. So we have the Gull Trooper versus Gingerbread Man. And this one's a pretty obvious one for me. For my up and coming favorite, we have the Gingerbread Man winning it all. I really do love this skin. I really hope it comes back to the shop one of these days. I keep seeing people stream with it and I'm so envious of them. I really hope to see this back in the near future. We'll have to wait and see, guys. But tell me your list. Tell me what you think I should have switched around on this list. I think all in all, it's a pretty good one. If you guys really hate any of my picks, please tell me in the comment section. I could see maybe the Bright Gunner moving on a little bit further. I'm trying to see Squad Leader definitely on some of your lists. Maybe could have won it all. Tomato Head could have seen moving on. Steel Sight possibly. On the left side though, it's tough for me to say any of these would have moved on a lot further. Maybe Bunny Brawler would have moved on further. Maybe Battlehawk as well. I could have seen that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you have any other brackets you want me to do, I can do them. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye bye.